everybody, Buggity Newgate and Light Skin Daywalker, and we are the Geek Load Stars. We are doing a live segment we usually do called Geek and Roundup. We talk about a couple things. There's a lot of things to talk about, honestly, and we just pick certain things to talk about. But in this one in particular, we're going to talk about Marvel, as the title says. Um,
Yeah.
First and foremost, it says if Avengers Doomsday has been shooting, as we know, since April in the
Yep.
UK, and it's been pretty quiet as of late until it was revealed on an episode of the Hot Mic. Um, I don't watch the Hot Mic, but I've seen clips of it. That there's rumors that there's some egos clashing backstage. They didn't say who, but they said it's almost in the similar vein of I forgot which Fast and the
The
Furious
fast,
movie.
the
Yeah,
one with the Rock. 6.
maybe I don't remember.
Him,
Um,
Statham. Him and
yeah.
Statham. Yeah. Sprite. I think it was Statham.
Apparently, the original plan was to use a stand-in a lot for Downey's scenes until he decided, it wasn't working out, and then he wanted to stand in. Um, they had a body double and a face double, and Robert would stand outside the scene reading the lines. And apparently, after 2 or 3 weeks, he said, "This isn't working. I want to shoot the whole thing with me in the suit." So, and then he continued to say, "The dysfunction I've heard about on set is second only to that of the Fast and the Furious movies, like we were talking about." I mean, we mentioned a behind the scenes incident earlier this year that I didn't want to go into detail about, and someone probably made it sound more dramatic than it actually was. But yeah, I think again, there's a lot of testosterone, a lot of ego on the set, a lot of people who think they know the best path in the end. Only one person's path matters, and that's actually Robert Downey Jr.'s path.
Mm, he is the main.
It is
Yeah.
based, yeah,
He's the main character. He's the villain. Yeah. He's the big bad. Um. I like that he wants to be in the scene in suit, dressed up as Doom. I like that. As for like what's going on with like egos, it happens on all films. It's
yeah,
just I think they're making a mountain out of a molehill. The old saying they're overblowing it. They're overblowing it. There's
yeah,
always some.
may,
There's always
maybe.
drama on a set. There's always drama on a set. Now, is it to the extent of what the Fast Furious had dealt with? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, it was a really pretty big thing when that came out a while back, and then at the
Yeah.
same time, we heard that The Rock and Vin Diesel weren't cool with each other anymore after that.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything like that. Um, I don't know. I don't
I
know if the new blood coming in with the old guard, if that's
and we
kind
did
of
talk about this in the chat, and then I personally don't think I don't see it being Pedro. It might be one of the other new comers, honestly.
yeah. We don't. Who knows? Who knows? I'm curious to. I'm not even gonna say that. I don't want to even throw actor name. I don't want to throw names out there.
I
You
mean,
know.
it's not necessarily a bad thing because usually that type of stuff would certainly benefit from making a better product because we've seen it before in like different other things,
Yeah.
me and
Yeah.
you, wrestling,
Yeah.
other various objects. But I hear that, and there's a lot writing on Doomsday, like
There's a lot, absolutely, especially how it's been the general consensus. The last two movies have flopped.
yeah,
Even
and
the consensus is they flopped. Even though, personally, I think they've been the two better movies they've come out with in a while.
I agree.
For to start off to get us going into the new direction.
Hmm.
Um, Thunderbolts. Was awesome. I liked Sentry Bob. You know, Red
I
Guardian was hilarious. You know, I
yeah,
like. There was a lot of cool things, and the story was great. I have
yeah.
not seen Fantastic Four yet.
Mm.
but you and I have discussed it off chat. Spoilers all and all, we've discussed it, and I've spoiled the movie to myself. I'm gonna watch it. From what you guys told me and what I've read, seems like a good flick. You
Yeah,
know?
and the thing me and Ty have talked about before is like the quality is there. It's just it's not making the money that it should be, and that's the other thing that I wanted to discuss as well. Like going forward, these movies need to stop having these big budgets for these movies. You gotta scale it back, honestly. Like
Yeah,
I understand ticket prices are high, and then other situations, but
cut back
uh,
on the CG.
yeah, like that's I don't even want to that. Yeah, that's a whole other
But I
discussion.
think, but I think that's why with they're going with Spider-Man more street level, save money, more
Yeah,
practical, more
yeah,
practical. I think we're going to see more of the practical going forward for a bit until we get to like say an Avengers movie where it's an ensemble cast. Because look, Thunderbolts was pretty much all on location.
yeah.
There wasn't many
Yeah,
CGI effects in there to make it. You know,
that is true. Yeah.
you know, a lot of I feel a lot.
Brave New World's a different story though, and Fantastic
Yeah,
Four. But
especially
like out of those
yeah,
two, yeah, Thunderbolts is probably like the most grounded out of all of them.
yeah. And I
But
forgot Brave New World. Brave New World was all right.
yeah, like like me and Ty said at the beginning of the year when we first reviewed it. It's not a it's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. It's in between,
It's mid.
and that's where one of those things where I wish they would have stuck to their guns. Haha, segue. Was what
Yeah,
James Gunn did with Superman. Having a conflict in the movie, and I feel like that's probably where it kind of hurt them in a way. And
yeah,
you always say the House of Mouse, but
yeah, and it
they
is.
need to touch on those subjects because I
Yeah,
I've said it multiple times on this channel. I haven't gone to watch an original Disney movie in such a long time. Like I've I've kind of lost my faith in them a little bit with there's certain IPs. I'm still in there. I'm still in there
if
watching
they were making
the
a sequel to
Marvel
The
and
Incredibles, I would
yeah.
go. If they were
What's up?
doing a sequel to The
What's up, Ty or Light Skin likes to call you Brickomaniac.
Incredibles, the Brickster.
I hope you're having a good day, my boy. Wish you were here for
Yeah,
this one, but
what's up?
yeah, like we were saying, they need to scale back on the budgets for these movies. Stick to what they were gonna do originally, like what in Brave New World, not reshoot. I don't know how much of that movie they reshot and how much was cut. Honestly, after I think after the movie came out on streaming, you saw all these images that were cut, like Isaiah Bradley in his costume, like that
Yeah,
that like that stuff. Like give me some of that stuff. Like stick with the Serpent Society story you were gonna go with, and not
yeah.
change it up.
Like Seth Rollins was cut out.
Yeah, Brick Nation, like Ty says. Yeah, just and then that's where I was gonna go back to Doomsday. Like stick to what you got. Have those clashes of heads. Egos. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen. It
yeah,
it might like I said, it might bring a better product, like we've talked about.
yeah.
Anything else you want to add to Doomsday?
N- No, not really. I'm in the mind of like whatever rumors I hear, I take as that they're rumors.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
especially if it's like a couple people reporting it. Now, if it gets out big and there's like everybody's okay, like yo, what's going on? You know, but just a couple people picking on things doesn't really mean it's true.
Now let me ask you, because you talked about Spider-Man a little bit.
Yeah.
Does Spider-Man need to make a bill, or does Marvel have to like? I know they got to
Eh,
change their mindset of how much money they got to make with these movies now.
Oh, Spidey will make a bill.
You think so?
Spy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's one of those things where I was talking about, like superhero Mount
I think
Rushmore.
because it's Spidey, and if the story's good, and and the fact they're bringing in the Punisher and Hulk
Yeah,
right there.
and this is like this was supposed to. They had to change it around because this was supposed to take place after Doomsday, but now they pushed it so it's happening. Or do you know if they changed it around
I
or if it's
I,
still?
I don't know. I don't want to say for the fact I don't really know, to
I
be
don't
honest
remember
with
the
you, because
last that I heard of it.
I thought it was supposed to take place after Doomsday.
Mm. But I could have sworn I heard people were saying it was leading into Doomsday.
If it's leading into Doomsday, that'd be cool.
It would make sense though, like from some of the images that we've seen. We got the demon in effect, Mr. Negative.
Yeah,
Even though they're saying he's cut from the movie, even though on the tanks
there's
you see the demon head sign on the tanks.
that could be and they could just use that as a Easter egg
Yeah.
for later, like where they get this, they could go back to it, like who ran that? Oh, those tanks were, they could get back to it without mentioning him.
Mm. And
So
they did
that
mention we were gonna see some X-Men before Doomsday as well. So I'm
I'm
just curious
curious
if we're
as
gonna
to
get
who.
anything in Spider-Man.
I'm curious. Do we get new people, or
I think
do we get,
I think so.
or are we gonna see cameos of Legacy?
Mm. And speaking of Doomsday, they did say they were gonna announce more characters eventually. I don't know when they're gonna do that. Hopefully,
Yeah. Well,
excuse me. Hopefully, it's
well,
not another chair situation where people are waiting almost an hour to see the whole thing. I hope they don't do that again.
give me 1 second.
uh, he got interrupted, guys. But anyways, speaking of Doomsday, Ryan Reynolds did confirm that. Well, I guess in a way confirmed that he was going to be in Avengers. Now
What was that?
he didn't specifically
The
say
what?
which Doomsday he was going to be in. He just gave us this image, and I do hope we get this because they did tease in Deadpool and Wolverine about Thor crying for Deadpool, and I'm just curious if that
Sorry
takes
about that,
place.
guys.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Um, so when you see this image, it's not a clear indication of which Avengers movie he's going to be in. It's just a sign that he's going to be in one of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he is in Doomsday.
I Oh, another thing I had forgot to mention about Doomsday. They did mention and confirm that Robert Downey is gonna have two different masks in Doomsday, so that's gonna be fun to look forward to.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um, but like before you came back in here, I was saying we got to see Ryan Reynolds interact with Thor because there's got to be a payout for that scene we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Will it be in this movie or will it be in the other one? That's the only thing.
Do you think Hugh Jackman's gonna make one last return in one of these?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because they are getting the old school X-Men in here
They're
involved.
getting the band back together. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Hmm. Just to see that interaction though, and they did set it up in Deadpool and Wolverine, where he did meet Happy Hogan in the 616 universe before the Thanos snap,
Yep.
or was it after? I don't remember.
Could have been after.
Yeah,
But
timelines are
though,
confusing.
yeah, but he has met Happy Hogan, so
Yep. Um, Next thing we're gonna get into. So, those of you that don't know, Superman came out on digital last week, and the numbers haven't come out yet because I guess people are still buying it. I guess they're gonna wait till the week goes through and see the numbers. But it premiered number one on digital, which no surprise. A lot of people were, this is a
yeah.
highly anticipated movie for a lot of people. Start of a new universe. Uh, Me and Ty talked about it on our spoiler review with one of my friends, Nick. we are gonna react to it. And keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
So are you surprised about this? It
No,
making
no,
number one on digital? Yeah, same.
no, not at all. No, not
It's
at all.
it's funny because I had went to the movies, and then as soon as I came out, I opened up YouTube. Superman reacts. Superman. Reacts. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, damn, these people are quick, bro. And that just
Yeah,
shows you
dude.
there's people out there that are, I've seen the movie 3 times. If you guys don't know that, I bought the movie when it came out last week, and I watched it straight through. It's an amazing fun movie. Like, and you'll see it when you react to it on
Yeah,
Friday when we do it.
yeah.
Um, I'm happy. I know it just made 600 mil at the box office. You know, they
Yeah.
weren't expecting it to make a bill.
It's gonna make that and it's gonna make that and more
Oh,
with
digital for sure.
theatrical and digital. It's gonna make that
Yeah.
and more with
The
that and digital.
the other thing too is
And that's right now. Is it to rent to own right now?
yeah, you could
All right,
rent it and you could buy it.
all right. Wait till it comes out physical to own.
Oh,
That's
speaking of, uh,
collector's editions. People, people are gonna buy
sold
up those
out,
collect.
sold out. I
Well,
I went I went I went to go look, sold
yeah,
out.
all the
So
all the collector physical copies. Not surprised.
and
Not surprised.
the
That
steelbook
they're
is the Fortress of Solitude. So people are gonna eat that up
yeah.
like
So
nothing.
this movie is gonna make after in all forms of release, gonna easily make more than $1 billion. Easily.
Yeah, and I think it is. I know Ty's gonna come at me. I think it is a better movie than Man of Steel. Don't come at me, Ty. I do love Cavill, but I like Corn Sweat Superman a lot more than Cavill. I'm just. Don't come at me,
I
Ty. I'm sorry.
I get the old school refeel.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, when I watch it and it invokes that hope in you, like, oh, better future, better tomorrow. Like it, the music swelling up, like all that. It gets you. Like it just talking about it right now is giving me goosebumps. And that's one of the. Yep, yep. And that's one of those things that I wanted to talk about too. Like before we jump into the next thing, I think superhero movies should stick with the original themes that they came out with, the John Williams, the Danny Elfman. Stick with that. Don't you could
Yeah,
make your own version of it, like Gunn did with the guitar riffs and Superman.
yeah. Make it a
Mission
little more
Elizabeth.
modern.
Yeah,
Make it a little more
exactly.
modern. I have no problems with it.
And that's why I liked when they use the Danny Elfman theme in I think it was
The
Justice League.
No, it was the Flash.
Was it the Flash?
The Flash with you heard dun, 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 dun,
But
right when he did I'm pretty sure when he went and
I
became the Bat.
I could have sworn in Josh Whedon's version of Justice League he used the Danny Elfman theme. I could be wrong because
Well,
I've only seen that movie once and I don't remember it much, honestly.
I rather watch the Zack Snyder cut.
Agreed. But anyway, speaking of Batman, going to the next thing of topics. So the Batman 2 may have Robin in it. Now it's not confirmed or denied by James Gunn. He just said not to believe these rumors. So I I'm thinking he's in the movie just because he didn't say yes or no. He just said don't believe it.
That's that's a roundabout way of saying no.
Yeah. Just say no. Like why you the masking it,
There
you
could be rewrites. There, you know. I look. This
well the
Batman's
thing the,
not
the
part of the
the
DCU. This is
the,
not part of the DCU, so I
the thing
honestly
is
don't care.
Matt Reeves just gave him the script recently, like a little bit
Yeah,
after Superman came out.
yeah. So it's there could be that's the first draft.
Hmm.
You know, not all movies get made off their first draft. You know,
No.
So there could be a second draft. There could be a rewrite. Hey, let's incorporate Robin. Let's not incorporate Robin. Let's use somebody else. You know. So
Now, well, let me ask you for that world in particular.
mhm.
I personally can't see a Robin in that one.
Not no, it doesn't fit yet.
Yeah.
He doesn't
That
fit. He
well,
doesn't
the
fit.
the the thing too is timeline wise, this the Batman we saw in the Batman is still like I think year one or
Year
year two into
year
his
yeah,
into
year
his
one.
Batman
Yeah,
career.
he's still fresh. You know,
Yeah,
Bats was already Bats when he got Robin.
yeah.
You
He was
know,
already established at that point.
yeah. So no,
Now let me ask you, as far as a villain for Batman 2, what would you like personally? Because we are getting a Clayface movie, and me,
yeah.
I think
That's
Batman's gonna
interesting.
show up in that one.
It's possible, or Bruce Wayne at least.
Yeah,
Maybe not the suit, but we'll see Wayne.
I,
So
I, I personally, they mentioned Hush. Hush's dad. I
who would
forgot.
I want the villain to be for the Batman 2 if right now? Hmm. I'm trying to think through all his rogues gallery, 'cause he's got a lot.
Because if you kind of want a similar vibe to the first one, but like completely different, Hush is kind of like the way to go if you want a similar vibe.
Yeah,
Some people might feel like it's like kind of the same thing.
yeah, exactly. So, um,
Maybe you could do that for like a third or fourth film where you sprinkled in the details throughout each movie.
'cause, what, I
Because
would maybe
because
go
Hush,
further with the Penguin. Maybe go further with the Penguin.
Colin Farrell did say he wanted a break from it for a little bit, so I don't know.
Yeah. Um, if that's the case, Zaz.
That's a good one. I've got an I've got an obscure one.
What?
Professor Pig. Is it Professor Pig or yeah, Professor Pig, right? Or
I
Mr.
think
Pig.
so. I think so.
I'm blank. I'm don't remember the name
You
in
really
in a
want to
sec.
throw him off the wall? Throw Calendar Man as the villain.
Hey, that's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. That's a good way of yeah. Or just go batshit crazy and introduce Solomon Grundy. Bro, could you imagine a Solomon Grundy on live action, bro?
Who would? There's. I can only see one person playing him. The
Who?
freaking Mountain from Game of Thrones.
I could see that. You know what? Actually, I don't know. This is kind of getting into like metahuman stuff. I was gonna say Poison Ivy, but
Yeah, and
save that for uh
Guns.
the other Batman
Save,
movies.
save it for Guns movies.
Ooh, Black Mask maybe. If you want to deal with
Black.
gangsters,
Yeah,
because we explored a little bit of the gangster side in the Batman, and that's one of those things we never explored
yeah.
in the other Batman
That's
movies.
why I said Penguin. That's why I said Penguin.
Mm.
You know,
A power struggle between Penguin and Black Mask.
Fal or Falcone
I think didn't. It's been a while. I think they disbanded after
after
what
the
happened.
back.
Yeah,
Okay.
because then the flooding happened, and then Oz took
Yeah,
over, and then
yeah.
he got rid of Salvatore.
What about
Was
Carmine?
Carmine's dead.
Okay, I
So
forgot.
yeah, those crime families are pretty much done for, which is
Uh,
crazy to think about because it's a perfect time for people in Gotham to it's a power struggle basically.
hmm
Um, but going back to Robin, I I personally wouldn't want to see a Robin in the Batman too. That's that's just me because if we are getting Batman Brave and the Bold, I'd rather just stick with that Robin in that
Yeah,
one if it's gonna be
yeah,
Brave.
yeah. Just I'm with you on that. I don't care really, but I'm with you. Keep the Robin. keep one Robin and let it be in James Gunn's universe,
Hmm.
not not Elseworlds.
Yeah, because I remember in the Crisis animated movies, Jensen's Batman doesn't have any sidekicks. It's just him.
Yeah.
And when he was talking to his Robins, well, the Robins from other universes, he's like, "That's crazy. Why would anybody do that?" um, but anyway, that's a perfect segue into what I Jensen. They did confirm that we are getting a prequel to a boys
The
series
boys.
called
Wait,
Vought
right.
Rising. Yeah. So this series is obviously with Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, Mason Dye as Bombsight, Will Hockman as Torpedo, and Elizabeth Posey as Private Angel. And this is going to be exploring the beginnings of Vought in the 50s. We are going to see Stormfront in here, is what it was confirmed already.
Yeah.
Vought Rising is a twisted murder mystery about the origins of Vault in the 1950s. The early exploits of Soldier Boy and the diabolical maneuvers of Soup, known to fans as Stormfront, like I said, who was then going by the name Clara Vought. Kripke and Grelong said when the series was ordered last summer. So I haven't seen Gen V. I want to see it. I don't know if we're gonna react to
I,
it for the channel, so that's why I haven't started watching it.
honestly, go ahead and watch it.
Okay,
Yeah, just go watch it, bro. We got look. Let's be real. We got a lot of stuff to react to.
true.
We got a lot of stuff to react to. Go ahead and watch watch it and let me know what you think because I already seen it.
Okay. Um, I do like the costumes. They do fit for the times.
Yep.
They all got that aesthetic for the 50s. The one I'm interested in seeing in here is Jensen and how
Soldier
his
Boy.
how his character progresses in this. Yeah.
Because when we got introduced to him, he's an asshole.
Yeah, and I'm just curious if he was always like that or after he got the powers, that's what made him who he is.
It's probably after the powers.
Mm. And we are going to see Stormfront, which is interesting, and she's going by a different name at that point
Yeah.
because I think she was related to the founder of Vought at the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I
And
love the
was a
boys.
Nazi.
Yeah, I love the boys so much because it's like a meta commentary on the real world and a parody on superheroes.
Yeah.
I know season 4 was a little bit of people were like, oh, this is too much like the real world. And I'm like, that was the whole point the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like it's funny. I know Ty's issue with it was they're always trying to find a way to kill Homelander, but they never can. Are they finally gonna do it this season? Because
This this
as
is
you
the last
guys,
season. Season
yeah,
5. This is the last season.
as you guys aren't aware if you haven't seen season 4 of The Boys, the Soups are basically running the show,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's gonna happen season 5, and that's one of the best part about The Boys, because that you kind of have an inkling what's gonna happen, but you don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, if you read the comics, you do.
Well,
In
I
a way.
haven't, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Uh, Homelander's dead. I'm telling you right now, they're killing Homelander at the end of it.
Yeah, they have to at this point. I don't see any other
Homeland.
way. They. It's funny you bring that up.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know who exactly said it. It might have been Kinberg, the showrunner. He said a lot of your favorite people are gonna die in this, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not surprised because that was one of the things with one of this show. Like,
Frenchie's gonna be gone.
oh yeah, I can see
Kimiko's gonna
everybody
be
going left.
gone.
Yeah.
Buggy's
Damn, I'm gone. Whoa!
dude, everybody's gone, bro. I think Huey's gonna be the last survivor.
That'd be crazy. I mean,
Huey's gonna be the last survivor.
I think Huey's the one that I don't know because they all experience fucked up shit. Honestly,
Yeah.
especially Mother's Milk. He had to deal with the love sausage twice. I I don't
Yeah, he
know.
did.
I I feel like VOT Rising might push the boundaries for the stuff that was happening in the 50s.
Yeah.
Um, what's up, Travis? How's it going, guys? The boys is looking like they just walked out of a Clue board game. That yeah, 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 that is exactly what they look like. That is funny. Um,
it was
I,
it was Soldier Boy in the study with a lead pipe.
now I know this is a particular question as far as regarding Jensen. Could you
Mhm.
see Jensen playing Batman in James Gunn's DCU? Because there's rumors, there's like a list of people, but like he's one of them.
I wouldn't oppose it, but you know who I want, and he's already they've already cut him out. So
Alan Richardson.
I'll, yeah, that's
That's
what
not
I
a
want.
that's not a bad choice.
That's
And if you saw the Batman and Creature Commandos, that Batman is goddamn big.
yeah,
That's a massive Batman.
yes, that's why I'm like, ooh.
I can see why you said that.
you know, it's like Ben Affleck when he donned the cowl, bro. We hadn't seen a
Yeah,
Batman that massive
yeah,
ever,
yeah.
and
That
I
is
was
true.
like, yes, that is that's Batman.
Yeah, I liked his voice work as Batman in The Long Halloween and
I
the
like, yeah,
Dark
I'm
Knight
with you.
Rises.
I like it. I do like his voice acting as Batman. I just don't know if I could.
His Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it might be a little too over the top.
I was gonna say since we're watching Supernatural, I don't know if that's a good enough gauge because I don't know maybe
From what I,
because
I just
that's the
don't.
only thing that there's other stuff he's been in, but that's like the main thing he's known for.
Yeah, I just don't know, dude.
That's fair.
As the voice, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But uh,
Um,
what you call? Uh, I lost my train of thought. But as being Batman physically, I don't know. Maybe,
I mean, he's built right now,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah, But I just, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be opposed.
Travis says one fun route would be the start of the DCU Batman in the Nightfall story. Bruce's back is broken and Azrael has already taken his place, having a build up to Bruce's return and reveal.
Oh, now
That's
that I could deal with, have him be Azrael Batman. Okay,
I that's not bad.
I like that.
That's a good one.
That that I'd be down.
And I and that's one of those things where I've been saying they need to step away from Joker for a little bit because I Joker's a little to me. I love the Joker. I love that dynamic between the two. We need a little break
Yeah,
from that
I
right
don't.
now.
Yeah, we need to explore other villains other than the top three that we've got, or top two rather. Three, no, three, because we've had Joker in three Batman films, we've had Penguin in three Batman films, and
Yeah.
we didn't have
Well,
three Batman films, two,
one. Oh, two. Yeah, two,
no,
two, two.
two, and we've had Catwoman in three.
Yeah.
So
Well, wait.
Riddler in
We
a
forgot.
couple.
We forgot 66 Batman. I mean, it's a Batman movie. Why? Don't give me that smirk. Jeez.
Do you need the Bat Shark repellent?
Yes, I do.
All
And
right,
and the bomb.
all right.
Put it put a cape over Alan's shoulders and the silhouette walking down a dark alley. Yo, for real. For yo, that would be so terrifying, bro.
Yes, I
Just
would.
a- not even
Absolutely would.
not even in camera frame. That's how big he is.
Dude, that's why I want him as Batman, bro. He be imposing Batman, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the VOT series, Gen V as well, season 2. Um, Travis, since you're in here, what's a villain you would like to see for the Batman 2? Because we were discussing that earlier, and I wanted, like I said, step away from Joker for a bit. Megatron has come back. The Fallen. I think we should go Hush, but that's like over. Like I said, sprinkle it in through
Yeah,
two. I don't know if we're gonna get a Batman 3, or who knows how far that's gonna go
I think this might be the last one.
for Pattinson.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. That first movie made fucking bank.
I think because and just for one reason, Gunn's going to want to keep one universe.
Well, I don't know why. Well, he said he wants to do Elseworld stuff, so why would you say that and pull back on it? Because
I think
I,
I think he wants to, but right now he wants to focus on building the universe before he enters the Elseworlds.
which is fine. I'm okay with that.
You
But
know, so that's why I
you
think
can
this
have
might be. I think this might be the last like Batman that's outside of the DCU for now.
my thoughts. Is if they go Court of Owls route, have them try to infiltrate Arkham to kill Riddler, Batman having to break his villains out to take them out. See, I and
Court of
that
Owls. The Court of Owls would be cool.
that's a good one. I've wanted Court of Owls for a while since I read that comic or that run. That's a good one because that's like a whole different ball game for Batman to deal with, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Hush and that one, Court of Owls, there's like hints of that in the Batman, so
There's
it's
an
fun.
old here or do this. We go back to Ra's al Ghul. There's a one shot story
Well,
of Batman that I remember called Son of the Demon, where it's pretty much this guess it, that's him and Talia hook up and I think she gets pregnant in that because they hook up and that's where Damien comes from. Their child, I believe.
reveal this Bruce is related to some of his villains would be an interesting route. Yeah, that would be interesting. Cause for a second they almost did it in Joker, which was kind of interesting. I'm like, that's a weird twist to put on the movie, but I like it.
Yeah,
Um, they also did confirm Catwoman,
is
Zoe
out.
Kravitz wasn't gonna be in Batman 2, which I kind of figured, knowing
Yeah,
she basically left Gotham after the first movie.
yeah.
I don't know, cause Reeves has got to address the stuff that happened in Penguin, you know, with the gangs, the murders and all that stuff. What he was doing that whole time. Because at the end of the Penguin, we saw the bat signal, and from early on we heard rumors. I don't know if this is still the case for the movie about Pattinson's Batman struggling with being Batman. Or you remember that story? Like it was like earlier in the year or like something like that.
Vaguely, vaguely
Yeah, where he was like struggling, wanting to
between B.
being
Bruce
Batman.
and Bat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they did that kind of in I think
The Nolan
what?
trilogy, right?
Yeah, the Nolan trilogy, the second one. It was the second one
Or or I thought it was the third one. Oh no, well, second one, because he wanted to be with Katie
with
Holmes' character.
Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel.
Where's Rachel?
Where is she? It's been a while since I've gone back and watched those movies, and one of the things that I I personally didn't like about those movies was the clunky combat, but
Hmm.
that's Nolan, adapting realism to his Batman world,
Yeah,
which is fine.
yeah,
Everybody does it. Which Reeves did a little bit in his movie, but I feel like he executed it a lot better as far as
better.
the aesthetic of Gotham. The criminals. Batman in general, because
Yeah.
the first introduction of Batman in the Batman, he literally comes out of the darkness, which is great shot. All you hear is the boot steps, doom, 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 and then you just see the shadow just slowly come out of the darkness. I'm like, great, great, and that's one of those things where if you watch the Planet of the Apes movies, I have total faith in Matt Reeves and what he's gonna do. Honestly,
I like the Planet of the Apes movies. To be honest with you, they were pretty good.
having worked with Reeves, John Goodman as Harvey Bullock would be perfect. That
Wow.
wow, that's a good one.
Wow.
That's a
Great
good one.
cast. Great cast. Dude, that's a great casting. Wow. I didn't even think of John Goodman as Harvey Bullock. Wow. That's great. Great casting. Great casting.
And I don't know why I just keep thinking that John Goodman doesn't act anymore, but he's popping in and stuff. I don't know why in my head I'm like, oh, he's retired, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I know Roseanne's done.
yeah, but I don't remember the last movie I saw him in. Honestly, I,
Uh,
he might have popped in
one of the
something I watched recently, but I don't remember.
you I know he was in Hangover 3, Red State, and Red State. I remember those two movies that are probably in the last 10 years.
Hmm. Okay, so as far as if we get I don't know who's gonna direct Brave and the Bold, if it's even Muschietti anymore. I vaguely remember the story of Brave and the Bold, but isn't the Brave and the Bold where Dick is wearing the cowl for a little bit because of Bruce is
I
like injured or something like that?
I
Or
don't know because I didn't read The Brave and the Bold.
hmm. Uh
So I couldn't tell you.
okay. Travis said we introduced Barbara Gordon already in a wheelchair, revealing the Killing Joker has already happened. Off
Yep.
screen, that would make the Joker's dynamic interesting. Yeah, yeah, and that's where
And
I feel
and she'd
like
be Oracle.
yeah, and like I said, that's a good way of like kind of getting past the history between Joker and Batman. You know, we already have an established Joker. We don't have to go to him immediately. Like you said,
Yeah.
Travis, we see a little flashback or they allude to the killing joke of Oracle in the wheelchair. I like that
Hmm.
idea, honestly. Because at this point, we've seen the origin stories so many times of Batman, Joker, Superman. That's why I like the way Gunn did it. It was basically like, in a way, I guess a title card where you got the introduction of 300 years of metahumans have been around. 30 years ago, Superman was sent to Earth. Uh, 3 weeks later or whatever, the threes in the beginning. I think for sure we might get something like that in Brave and the Bold, where we get an established. They mention it's an established universe. What do you think about that? If they do that in Brave and the Bold, like what they did with the beginning of Superman?
I wouldn't mind it. I actually prefer it.
Your cam is going crazy right now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. I prefer it. I prefer it that way.
Yeah,
I,
and
I
that's
we
honestly the best way to go.
right now pretty much everybody should be familiar with these characters.
I agree.
I know. Um, there's kids that probably don't, but they can be introduced to them through other mediums
Yeah.
to get the
Well,
origin. But
I,
right
I
now, the current audience should be well aware who the Joker is.
yeah,
We've seen him in um, the Nolan movies, which are fairly, we'll say fairly recent, so to speak. He was in um, Suicide Squad.
yeah.
You had the Jared Leto Joker. You had the Joker
Oh,
movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League, you see that the Leto
The
Joker again.
Joker's there. Yeah. So Joker,
And then and
everybody
then
should already know Joker.
and then the Joker is also in the Batman, but he's already established.
Exactly. So we could do it, not deal with the Joker right now. He's
Yeah,
there. We know he's there. We're just not going to address him right now.
yeah. And they
I'm cool with that.
and I know in the movie they did say, if I don't remember if they alluded to it, but he was the first criminal that Batman captured. that Joker.
Yeah. So
So who or and that's where I wanted to bring the other thing as far as regarding the Brave and the Bold. They Gunn did say he was talking about bringing Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn. I like her Harley Quinn.
I do too.
It's just one of those things of how do you
How
address?
you do it? How do
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
because we're about to get Peacemaker, and he's gonna address the
How
ending of
he got
the
here?
first season. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then tonally, I would like to see a DCU Batman movie like Die Hard, or Lethal Weapon, a macho race against time action cop movie instead of typical slow burn crime thriller.
I
Yeah,
think that would be actually a great change of pace actually for a Batman flick.
yeah, I agree.
You know,
Because
like the Die Hard with a Vengeance with Sam Jackson.
yeah,
That they're racing, figuring shit out before everything hits the fan. Yeah, that would be awesome. Balls to the, all gas, no brakes, bro.
I'm trying to think of the last Batman movie that was like that. Because in in the Nolan trilogy, I think the first one was kind of like a slow burn.
They were kind of all slow burns.
Yeah,
Well, with the exception of the last one, it kind of started quick with the introduction of Bane.
yeah, bro,
That plane scene.
bro. Where's my parachute?
Oh, I'm
They,
sorry. We need
they
to
need a
keep the
body to
plane.
discover in the plane. You think darkness is your ally? Bro, I will say that scene where he broke Batman's back in the Nolan trilogy,
Yeah,
perfect.
it was.
I will break your spirit. I will say the one issue that I had with that Bane, it was kind of hard for me to understand what he was saying sometimes.
Yeah, you needed subtitles.
Yeah. Batman teaming up with a citizen who accidentally figures out his identity would be fun. That
Hmm.
There's so many things you could do with Batman at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Batman has plot armor. He could do anything. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Batman versus a predator? Plot armor. Batman
Versus aliens. Plot armor.
plot armor.
Batman versus Spawn. Plot armor.
Plot armor.
Batman versus Godzilla.
Plot armor. Batman versus all the Lantern Corps. Plot armor. He has
Batman
all the
versus God.
rings.
Batman versus God.
Plot armor. Batman versus Darkseid. Plot armor.
Batman versus Thanos.
Plot armor.
All right. Enough of the plot armor.
It's funny because it's true though.
It is. It is.
But that's why we love him now. Oh god. Batman movies are either slow crime thrillers or gothic supernatural movies, music videos. The straight up '80s cop movie really is. Oh, he killed me with the music videos one. He's not wrong though. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Put some EDM in there or
Oh.
some God, dude.
I mean, you had that in the Carrie Joker one, honestly.
Oh God.
I mean, Riddler.
No.
Oh God, yeah, the neon lights and everything. Jim Carrey doing his thing. That's why I'm kind of glad that we got a redo on Two Face and Riddler.
Oh, they
Um.
hated each other from what I understand. I don't know if they still do, but at the time,
Oh, Tommy
Tommy
Lee
Lee
and
Jones didn't like
yeah,
Jim Carrey.
I heard about that. Yeah. Oh
I don't know if
man,
it's still the case, but at the time, yeah.
Travis, have you seen Superman? What did you think of it? I I I've seen it a bunch of times. Like I said, we are gonna react to it. It is a good first movie in James Gunn's DCU. Makes me excited for what we're gonna get with uh Green Lantern Corps. I'm actually interested in seeing Supergirl because Kara Supergirl, really, I like the character. Not like I'm a Batman fan. first and foremost. That's why the Batman plot armor stuff makes me laugh because it's true. Um, John
I'm
McClane,
interested in this. I'm interested in the Supergirl flick.
John McClane versus Predator would be awesome. If it bleeds, it can die hard. I would do anything to see another Die Hard movie, honestly.
Yeah, but you know what? They're gonna have to carry it on with this kid, with from the last
I,
movie.
I
At this
forgot.
point,
I forgot about that. I forgot that's a thing now.
yeah, his kid, his son.
Mm. Um, when do you have to go? I know you gotta go soon, right?
Yeah, I gotta start getting ready. So let's get to the last topic and start wrapping it up.
Haven't seen the movie, but have seen clips, and I've liked what I've seen. It did feel like a '90s action movie, in the best ways, like the '90s Ninja Turtles. That's a good way of putting it, actually. Yeah, yeah. And I had recently seen the ninjas, some of the clips. Damn, what did I do with my notebook? Okay, so last topic, because this guy's got to go to work.
Yeah,
It's his second job, his real job, to
yeah.
to make the money. Sony announced that they were gonna make a Spider Punk animated movie. Daniel Kaluuya is co-writing, and it's funny, we were talking about Spider Man what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago with Ty,
Yeah.
about what is Sony gonna do after Spider Verse, and now now we know.
I
Um,
I'm against the movie. I'd rather see a series
I
for
feel you.
Spider Punk.
I feel you, and it's
I
one
don't
of
think
those
a movie's gonna work. I don't think a movie would work.
things that we were talking about, like they literally have nothing after Spider Verse. They've tried with
Mm,
the villain stuff,
yeah,
and didn't work out.
exactly.
I
I
this is
I think
this
the
is
spy. I think this would be better suited as a series than a movie.
and it just begs the question of how long are they gonna try to hold on to the Spider-Man IP, because
As long as they can, it's their
they're gonna milk
precious.
they're gonna milk the cow dry, literally.
Bro, it's gonna look like Stan's dad after that episode of South Park. I don't need to say what it is. You know what I'm talking about.
I almost spit out my drink.
I know you did.
I
It was a
knew exactly
perfectly
what
timed.
you were referring to when you said that. I hate you. I don't know, man, because Spider-Man's one of those things. People don't know anything of Spider-Man outside of maybe now Miles Morales and Peter Parker, if we're being honest.
Yeah, and a good way to like branch it out. Do the show. Make shows.
Which, like what Marvel did. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they even
I don't
all
think
they
they
have.
have the rights to do a show. I don't think they have rights to do shows like that because
I
Marvel's
think it
coming out
might
with
be
all
right.
these.
Yeah.
Because Marvel comes out with all the animated stuff. They have the movie rights. They don't have television rights, I believe. I could
Uh,
be wrong in that. I could be wrong in that. But but yeah, I think that's the situation on that issue.
I don't know. I like Spider Punk in the movie, the second
Yeah,
movie, but I
but I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
he deserves. I don't think he's worthy of
Yeah.
a movie. I don't think he's worthy of a movie.
Like the fact that we're getting a Spider Noir, sign me the fuck up for that.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage doing it, oh yeah. But I don't know, Spider Punk. I don't know.
yeah. Because that
Um,
Spider Noir is actually intriguing.
yeah. Imagining a part in Secret Wars where they end up in the '90s animated universe, then bring in the animated Spider Verse characters like Space Jam would be insane. Hey, I'm not gonna hold it past them. Anything can be possible at this point, because we have some characters in the MCU that are interdimensional travelers. Like Strange is one. We saw a bit of it. America Chavez could do it. Trying to remember who else. Scarlet Witch, if she's coming back. Trying to think. I'm trying to think of other characters that could possibly travel. Oh, Fantastic
Agatha
Four. Yeah,
and the Fantastic
Agatha,
Four.
Fantastic Four, which we know they're coming to the 616 universe, so that's why that's funny.
Yeah.
Animated characters would be interesting to see,
Hmm.
especially that we saw.
Teen Titans
Local,
Go kind of did that
bro.
when they kind of did it. I
That
think it
was
was Go to the
great.
Movies,
That was great. Yeah,
where they was every iteration of animated versions of them was actually pretty. That was pretty good.
yeah. But I don't know. I and we don't even know when that movie's gonna come out because we're still waiting on Spider Verse, which is gonna come out 2027. If
I believe so.
so,
I believe so.
we're still gonna be waiting for a Spider Man or Spider Verse movie from Sony, and I'm just at the point where Sony just has to give up the rights to Spider Man because they're just like we said, trying to milk the cow dry.
Mm-hmm. Bone dry.
Um, Travis said missed opportunity was not ending the Venom movies with a portal opening from Tom Hardy's animated Spider-Gwen saying that they need his help. A live action hand reaching out and grabbing his. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing too. I know I forgot I forgot which movie it was where Tom Hardy's Venom was in the 616 universe.
It was in at one of the end at the end of Homecoming or Far From Home.
Yeah, and then that symbiote was there, but they basically got rid of that story continuity, which I
Yeah,
don't know why. Seeing Tom Hardy Venom fall into a portal, become animated as White Spider is drawn onto his chest would be epic. That would sound cool. I don't know. I think they're already past that point where they tried the anti-villain stuff and it honestly didn't work out for them. What was it like, 5 or 6 movies?
I think so. Something like that.
Three Venoms, Craven, and Morbius. That's
Morbius and Madam Web.
Madam Web. Whew, that's how bad it was. I forgot it even existed.
Yep. Hey,
All
I have to go. I actually have
right,
to get ready for
that's
work.
fine.
So,
I was gonna end it soon,
so
anyways.
thank you for watching, guys. See you soon. Talk to you later.
Um, but yeah, as you guys saw, we're about to get out of here. That was the last topic of the day. Thank you guys for coming through, Travis. Appreciate you coming through and entertaining us with your your Batman Gotham music videos, and we'll try to do more lives because I want to. We see you guys are here, commenting. Try to get more, three or four lives during the week. Get going. Anyways, we do have a poll as well. Two polls actually. We want to stream a video game for the channel. We have a poll up right now. We also have another poll for you guys to choose the next anime to react to. Um, the symbiote is still in the MCU, as they said in Venom 3. It sheds every time it enters the universe. Okay, so it's still in play. Okay, all right, cool. That's cool. My head just went to theories now that you said that. But anyways, guys, appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one.